Hello, hello, everyone. This is Just playing Shroud of the Avatar, spiritual successor to Ultima Online, and today I'm going to run through the Rise. I'm going to take you through the route that I go when I'm running and burning for XP, and we're going to see how fast we can do it and see how much we can get making one loop of that route. So I like to come in through the Verdantis mines. Usually when I teleport to somebody that's in the Rise already, this is where I land. And this is a good starting point for me. If you come in one of the other locations, then you have to find your way to the what I call the starting point. But before we jump into it, I'm going to show you the buffs that I'm using. So we got, not that one. I like the Blessing of Truth for intelligence. And I like the Blessing of Spirituality for adventure level. And I like the Blessing of Skill for adventure level boost. And of course, that means intelligence is what we're trying to boost here. And I got it up to 137, and that's with my buff on here, Enlightenment. And of course, all my gear has intelligence on it, because we want to get that number as high as we can. And also, I'm going to show you my deck here. It's a fire deck. And you might have seen it if you watched the last troll video, but kind of the same thing. We're running Ring of Fire, Emulation, and Fire Arrow. And of course, Glancy Blow for damage avoidance, and Fortified Defense for damage avoidance. And of course, our healing buffs here, or healers here. And of course, Sprint, because we want to keep ourselves mobile. And of course, I love Mind Lock, because it allows me to stack up these things to 5 or 6 stacks, depending on what my skill level is. And hang on to them until I need them. So, that's my deck. And that's my buffs, and so let's jump into this here. So from here, we got our map right here, and I'm going to start stacking these because, like I said, I got Mind Lock, so when I get these up to 6, I can hang on to them until I need them. Emulation, once I get that to 6, I'm going to hit that and get that on myself. That'll actually... oh, I just thought of something I forgot to do. We need to see how much skill points we have while we're starting. So there we go. I'm currently sitting at 8,275 and 651 and change. So we'll see what we have when we're done. And my time frame, I'm looking at 640-ish. So we're going to use that as a time, 640. And actually, let me write that down real quick so I know when I'm starting. 640. All right, there we go. Got that. I don't have to try to remember this stuff. Oh, almost lost it there. So that's 5. That was on Mind Lock because it extended the life of the card. There we go. We got 6 up there, so that's on myself. And let's go do this. So there's going to be a guy around here, right around the corner here. And he's either a mage or it's an archer. So we're going to drop that Ring of Fire on him. And I can sit here and tank and just turret him if I wanted to. Or I can use my speed and duck around the corner and make him teleport to me or something. And there he is. And he's dead. Alright, moving on. So... I don't call this a starting point yet. This is a preliminary route. Oh, what am I doing? Get back there. So this, I call this my starting point here. And from here, we have 2 rooms we're going to start off with. This one, which has some fighters and archers. And this one, which has some mages and fighters. So, oh, we got another person there. Archer. I'm going to duck around here. Let him come to me. Drop my Ring of Fire there. And the thing with this build, it's all about damage avoidance and... where'd he go? Oh, he ran away. Oh, well. That's okay. we didn't want to fight him anyways. Not yet. Anyways, we're going to hit up this room first. And my approach to this room is... pretty straightforward. I'm going to come up to the corner here. I'm going to drop my Ring of Fire in the doorway. I'm gonna run into the room briefly and then turn around and run out of the room, and it's gonna draw everybody in the room out through my ring of fire, and then they will get those dots on them. And so we're gonna drop the ring of fire here, and we already got some people coming. We're gonna go in here and get them all coming, and then once we're out here for a bit, give them a chance, and then we'll run. You can see they're already dying. I'll run back through them, get my emulation dot on them, and the last of them dropped. And of course we go to loot, because this is what I do when I'm running this normal, is I loot everything. Get all kinds of goodies down in the rise. And then, oh, supply bundle, sweet. All right, oh, one more. Oh, I missed one. Waste not, want not. All right, moving on. So this one is kind of the same. I'm going to drop this ring of fire right about here, and we're going to run through here and round them all up and get my emulation dot on them. I pause for a moment at each one just because I want to make sure that dot gets on them. And then we're running out of the room, and hopefully these mages will follow me and run through this fire here. The fighters will for sure. And then we're going to hang out here for a moment and see how many of them followed me out. There comes him. There comes him. And there's a couple mage right there. They've already died. Oh, there we go. So we got all our mages have entered the fire, so those dots are on them. While they're still burning, I'm going to loot this stuff real quick. And this mage, a little extra, put him down. There we go. So 2 of the rooms are done. And alright, moving on. Now the next is the mage room. And the mage room is a little tricky, and I'd say about 50% of the time I died my first time through it. Hopefully this won't be one of those. So what we do, I'm going to reapply my emulation up here. And the reason why is because I wanted to keep my fire attunement up. I have 5 minutes left on it. I probably will actually be able to get through this mage room with it still on, but I'm going to reapply it anyways. And then we're going to apply our Glancy Blow here. Fortify defense. And go for it. We're going to run through a few of them, round them up as we come up the stairs. And there's one. What's he doing? Not a lot over there. There we go. And we're going to duck right down here, and we're going to drop our fire there. And then it's just a matter of moving and see if we can round up a few more here and keeping ourselves alive. Oh, we're about to die. We're about to die. No. And we died. All right. Too many of them. It happens. So if you die, I'm just going to run through this video because this is what I do when I die. Or come back and finish it off. You see there's an Ankh right up here. And we're going to have to pass through this the 4th room here. So obviously this is my first death of the day. So it's a pretty big penalty loss there. Note to self, don't try to wrangle up so many mages next time. So, alright, so that's the Ankh there. And get our enlightenment back up. And we're just, we're going to run through these guys here because we want to get back and finish those mages up. A bunch of archers here. I duck in between these statues here because it causes the archers to disengage so they can't hit me or won't shoot at me while they try to reposition themselves. Alright, almost back. So up ahead is the mage room. I'm going to pause here, finish my stacks here. One more. There we go. There we go. Running back down here and back into the room and drop the ring of fire here. Come on. So some of them should have followed me. These guys, yep, there they are. And I just run around here and heal myself until they die, as my dots take them down. So I got a couple there. Wrangle up that guy. All right. This build is all about your dots, your damage over time. Which means once I have my dots on target, I can just spam my heals to keep myself alive, as long as I don't aggro too much stuff. So there we go. Another supply bundle. And loot all these guys. So there's a couple over there. But it looks like this side is clear. Not quite clear. There's pillars and stuff in here you can kind of use as a cover. Get those dots on that guy. He's dead. All right. I am using you keep hearing that that is my fizzle because I am using chainmail, so if I'm moving there is a fizzle chance of some of this stuff, and that's sprint that I'm doing it on there, but otherwise it fires pretty good. So I got those guys. I'm gonna drop this on here. You can actually kind of hover around these poles here and they won't be able to hit you. Play a little tag. They'll have to reposition. They hate having to reposition. Alright, almost done with the mage room. Oh, we don't want to replace our existing one. I think I'm gonna drink one of these potion of wolf speeds. That'll speed me up even more. And these two, or there's actually a guy up there. We're gonna ignore him for the time being. Take out these guys right here. One more for that ring of fire. There we go. Drop that there. I run up to him because I want to get my emulation fire dot onto them. And of course he's up there trying to heal them, but he's gonna fail. He's not gonna be able to keep them alive. One down. And we have that guy up there. So we're gonna do this. Where's he at? Or did he come down? You know what? This one guy, we're not gonna worry about him. Oh wait, did I see him? Yep, there he is. So I got a dot on him right there. See if he will teleport down to me. No. Oh, there he is. Good. Oh, didn't want to land that there. See, I'm hiding behind the thing here. And he won't shoot at me because he's trying to reposition so he can get his shot off. Alright. Now we're moving on. So we're going up this way. And this last room has a bunch of archers in it. And they also have the dogs, the guard dogs for the elves. And there's also a very high-powered fighter in here, which I tend to ignore the fighter. He takes too long to kill, and I haven't had him drop anything worthwhile for me. Actually, yep, there we go. So we're going to run through first. Drag these doggies over to here. Oh, drop the ring of fire there. And let them burn. While healing ourselves here. And moving a little bit so they reposition before they attack me again. Alright, doggies are dead. Coming in. This part, a little tricky. But, I'm going to get 6 of that, ring of fire there. There we go. And we're going to beef up our damage avoidance, even though it's already up there. And I'm going to drop this fire arrow at the bottom of the stairs initially. And then I'm going to run up the stairs and get a little aggro off of them. And here's where they can rip me apart if they want to. Now they're going to come down the stairs and run through that ring of fire there, is the idea. And I can just run around the stairs here while they burn. And then I can also run up the stairs and draw them up. And there's more up here. We'll drop that there. Hang out over here for a moment. Alright, good. Couple more. There's an archer. We're gonna hang out right here. These things make good cover from the archers too. Alright, room is cleared. Run around and collect our loots. And one more room, two more rooms actually, and one will involve the troll. Lots of, I like these bows because you can melt them down and possibly get one of those really cool bowstrings that sell for pretty good on the marketplace. Alright. And we have, and when this happens, we can destroy some of our stuff because we don't want to be overweight here. I don't use these staves or the sword, so I like to destroy those. Hang on to the bows. And that we're no longer encumbered there. I'm sure somebody is horrified to see me do that. But whatever. So there's going to be an archer up here. There he is. We'll draw him back to us. Drop our fire there. And we can just duck around this thing while he burns to death. And he'll keep running around trying to reposition to get the shot on. And he will fail miserably. So, alright. And now for the troll. We're going to drop this fire right here. This is where we're going to make our stand. We're going to hit him with that. Get our buffs up here. And we're going to let him burn to death. Make sure we jump whenever he... now he's going to hit us with a rock. Sometimes he'll get reinforced by archers, and when that happens, it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's not happening this time. Oh, ouch. Ow! Not only did I get swatted pretty good there, he fell on me. But there we go. Troll is down. And we're full up with health again. And we're going to drop a fire here because there's stuff to be had here actually. We'll target both those guys. And we're going to come back so that they'll actually walk through the fire there. And if you run up to them, they'll actually reposition to get away from you. So that's a good way to stop them from shooting you. And they're dead. And we're almost at the end here. Almost at the end. And there we are. We're at the beginning again. And for the creme de la creme, the cherry on top, we're going to take out this room again. And I'm going to see how much experience we have after a death. The first death of the day, I might add. We're going to come in here, round them all up. Come on, follow the leader. That would be me. All right. We gotta collect all the loot. And we're done. So let's run over here and we're gonna check, see what experience we got after a death, I might add. So we're set on 840. So 8,460 and 603. And we started off at 8,270. So it's about 200,000 difference there. Let's see. Oh, there it is. 8,270. If this thing will work. And 651. That's not right. I did that wrong. Clear that. 8,460 and 603. Minus 8,270 and 651. So 189,952, and it's 704. And we started at 640, so that was 20 minutes. So 200,000 roughly, well 190 in 20 minutes. Mind you, we had a death. And that was my first death of the day. And I do have a lot of Grandmasters going on and stuff like that, so it probably hit me pretty hard. I don't really track that. Maybe I should. So we could have well have hit for 300,000 in 20 minutes. So there we go. That's the rise, and that's the route I take. And let's keep running around and around and around, killing stuff. And let's see, we got some loots here. We got some bows I can melt down. We got a couple supply bundles. We can also get artifacts from this area a lot. So, good place to come and level your character. So, this has been Drist playing Shroud of the Avatar, spiritual successor to Ultima Online. Don't forget to subscribe. You can find that link in the bottom of the screen. And if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. And comment section, I appreciate all the feedback and comments I can get. So, have a nice day.